Okay, so, hi, I'm FunkMD as usual, and the excitement for a quick VOD review is going to begin. We're up against Don't Get Hit. They have a substitute AD carry this game. The AD carry here is the main AD carry for Curse Ice. We have our main roster. Everybody's actually here for once. We have, just going into it real fast, Sion's running Comet, like he should. Lisa's running Electrocute, like she should. Ori's running Airy, sweet. Caitlyn's running Fleet, and Tom is running Guardian. Everybody else on the other team is running standard runes. PTA versus Fleet on Kaisa Jungle is pretty hit or miss. Usually PTA is preferred, but just a preference thing mostly. We have a standard start from top and mid, where they go where they're supposed to be. Our jungler's support is fucking around over here instead of watching for the invade, which is still entirely possible. They are running a Taric. They do have a good invade, especially with Varus, so it's not like they'll be complete slouches. At the same time, we do have an Elise, a Tom, and a Caitlyn, so if they do invade, we do actually end up going even. Nice try. Double nice try. um, we're going to be focusing mostly on bottom lane this game, because as you know, I'm not a mid laner and not a top laner either. So we're going to instead focus mostly on AD carry things, because Zane has struggled with picking up Caitlyn, and I'd like to point out the things that he can do better. So at the same time, I'll be able to help out support-wise, even though it is certainly not my main role. I did play it for an extended period of time. Here we go. Feel free to drag that out and just pull it into the bush. You didn't have to wait as long as they did, even though you could auto-attack it one more time too. It's not the end of the world. At least it's a very safe jungle clear, but getting her to be able to invade Kaisa, her red, would be very helpful. But also we did not call it out, so you should immediately begin shoving this wave. Yep, good job. A bad Q, that was a waste of mana. You want to aim for these 2 minions, because then you would have hit Varus. There's a good chance you would have dodged it. Now you can be autoing them, and now that the minions have finally collapsed, you can no longer auto them, like, for free. See, that was a mistake, because now you drew all 4 of these, and you still have these 2. So you took a fair amount of damage there when you didn't necessarily need to. If you just waited for the level 2, which you guys do have, you're way out of position right now. So I'm going to go ahead and back up, and we're going to do this again just a little bit more slowly. So right now, you're able to trade, because if you take a look, the wave is on your side. You can be autoing him, you cancel it once, because you aren't used to how slow your auto attack speed is this early in the game. It's really fucking low. Don't play around with it when it's so low. Wait for it to complete and then walk around. That was bad. You want to be trying to push for level 2 right here. You have the minion wave advantage, and you're guaranteed to hit level 2 first. There's no reason for you not to be pushing as hard as you possibly can for this level 2, because then you can zone them off the wave. Get the caster. Good job. You should be moving up already. You should already be like way up here. You shouldn't be all the way back here, because now your support was super far forward, and you guys would have been able to just run them down, and you would have had a 4 minion advantage if they tried to turn it back into you. You outrange them as well, so there's absolutely no reason you shouldn't have been so far forward that you can bully the hell out of them. But now you have to be back up. You can't be doing this anymore, because the wave has actually collapsed. You are in their wave now, and you've drawn minion aggro because they didn't have anything else to attack. They only had you to attack. You also should not be autoing right there, because there's the shield. Tarik's like has a lot of mana. He's a lot of mana. 350 mana. Yeah, that's plenty. He'll be able to make it out of this lane just fine. but because you have the range advantage on Varus, you like now is the time you should be trying to zone, because there's no minions. You got a long time before the wave collapses. You should be super far forward and trying to force them out. Like now you should be, brah, get out of my way, brah, I'm Caitlyn. Nice Q again. So once again, now you're hard shoving this wave, and you know it's safe because we saw Kai'Sa topside, and she was on a ward. So you guys don't have to ward this right here. But hard shove this. Keep hard shoving this. Like force this lane to reset. If you don't cue the casters and auto them and force the lane to reset, it's not going to. And now you're trading with the level advantage. Just fucking wail on them. You want to put this trap closer where Varus is right now, because it forces him to go around the side. Like right here. Because you want to keep him as far back as possible. Alright, that was a waste of a trap. You panic at your trap right there. You don't want to be autoing that minion. The wave will reset if you don't auto that minion, but now it's going to be shoving back into them again. And it's fine if you want to be shoved, but this is not a cannon wave. You should have like one more wave before. Yeah, there it is. So you don't have to be trying to constantly shove them under tower. Like, it's good that you do it, but I mean, mid lane's doing that, top lane's doing that. You want to be, and if you were going to auto the melee minion and try to get the shove happening, which I don't know if you were conscious of when you were trying it, you need to be, I'll speed it up to 1 times. You need to be, like, now you should be trying to zone, like, as hard as you can. You should be all the way up here, and then slowly backing up as the, crap. Slowly backing up as the wave shows up. See? And now, if you're going to keep shoving this, you guys just dropped a ward, you're safe for now. You need to be queuing these casters and actually hard shoving this. But you're not. And now your support's trading in their wave when you haven't shoved it. Like, if you had queued the casters, you could have autoed them once. Your support would have moved up, and your support would have gone to trade, and you guys would have won that trade very easily. But so far, Tarek's spent maybe 160 mana. That's nothing. He has so much mana. He steals all his potions, and he has biscuits, dude. Shove this. Shove this. If you're going to be shoving so hard that you're constantly autoing the wave, use your abilities to shove this. We just pinged. We know Kai'Sa's up here. You guys can't be hard shoving this. You need to be resetting this wave, because she's going to be bot in like 60 seconds. You guys know you have a lot of time. You juked it. Cue the... Okay, now you're letting yourself get shoved in, but you're trying to trade as if you aren't. So just in general, the times you're trying to trade like you're constantly shoving, but you're letting yourself get shoved in. You're playing really far back, even on times when you have the minion advantage. You have to fully commit. Are you shoving or are you not shoving? And I don't think you're able to make up your mind. So you draw the full minion aggro right there, because you go into their wave before you auto attack him. See, now you can be doing that. Now you're able to do that. You have the space. And now that space is gone because the other minion wave showed up. We're going to ignore the fact that Oriana ganked right there. But in general lane, God, that was such a good job. Did you miss your Q? No. Yeah, that was worth it. But just in general, you try to zone after the wave already collapses, and that is a common problem that you have on Caitlyn. You have to do it before the minion wave actually collapses. You draw all this minion aggro because you wait so long to auto attack, and when you do, you only do it once. And if you only auto attack once, that's only like what, 80 damage? Yeah, like 80 damage, and it's like 70 or 60 after armor. Like that's nothing. That's literally nothing. Especially when Tarek's heal is like what, 50, 60? Yeah. 40 up to 60. Yeah. That's nothing. One Q fixes that. So now you let the lane reset because it's going to shove into this, and it's going to do it by itself. If you had killed a couple of those, it would have shoved harder. Either way, it's fine. Now they're hard shoving. Like, as soon as they get back, you need to recognize that what they're trying to do is they're trying to hard shove you back in. You don't need to Q that one minion. One auto attack would have been fine. Now you ward this bush, but you don't. Auto attack that, kill that. Okay, or not. Auto the cannon. Okay, now Q this caster wave right here. Come down here and Q this wave. You guys have the item advantage. It's a BF to a pick. You can fuck these kids. You guys have so much more wave clear. You need to be hard. You should have been hard shoving already because Elise was on her way. There it is. You delay the trap and you auto attack first instead, but Tom Kench is there, spit it out for the trap. So everything works out fine. You need to hard shove this. Auto attack these two casters. Wham, wham. Your choice in CS is weird. Auto. Alright, now back off. Go get the fucking dragon, dude. There's 3 of you. Cue this wave right here. See, completely unnecessary. You don't prioritize getting the minions low enough that you can actually fight them and win every trade just because you have more minions. You need to prioritize minions more. You don't CS very well. You don't try to get the casters low before you trade so you can just auto them once, get your fleet proc when you're running away. Like, are you shoving this or are you not? You have a good idea that Kaisa already left. See, now you can be trading. That headshot should have been for him. Now you can't be anymore. Even if Oriana's there, you don't have the wave because you haven't been trying to clear it. Your Q's for hard shove and for setting things up. It's not to get damage on the champions, it's to get damage on the minions. It's nice if it hits a champion, but you're really trying to clear the wave. You want to thin it out a bit. Good job, guys. That was good. So just in general, that's basically lane phase. Lane phase is essentially over at this point. It doesn't technically end until 15:59 when the first tower goes down, but at this point it's just a matter of time before somebody whales the tower down. They're hard shoving. You're coming back with a zeal, and they're going to be backing. So you're not going to collect any of this wave. There's no way you collect this wave. No. Yeah, see. See, you used it right that time. Check that bush. Always check that bush, especially if they're not there. You know they backed. You didn't watch them, but you know they're back. Okay, you wasted all your traps again. You don't want to be dropping all 3 traps. And you don't want to be dropping them in a line like that. That's a waste. The problem is, over the course of this lane, you've auto-attacked maybe 15, 17 times. And now you're dead because you got Varus ultied. She's dead because you got Varus ultied. imagine if you had another trap stack right here. Ugh. Don't take this. Y'all need to be running away. Then this wave. Cue the casters. Alright. Don't fight. I'm glad that worked, but it was really dumb. See, he still has like 250 mana. You haven't showed the meta lane once. And now you're getting bullied. Because he's closer to Ginsu's than you are to 3 items. And now you have to pick. Now you're up 3 CS, but the wave's resetting right here, so you're basically down. How far are you down? 43 to 38, and 400 of that is a kill? Yeah. It's like a 50 gold difference. And he's going to come back with a CS advantage. Yeah, because now they can just back. And then you don't get the relic stack to your support. For the cannon, that's so VM. Do you guys got this down or not yet? You have too much wave clear. If you had Q'd instead of trapped, that would have worked a lot better. How do you miss your Q on a stick? Okay. Just auto. Just auto. That's a bad trap. It's a waste of a trap. Those words weren't necessary. You knew they were topside because they were fighting. You know Varus is gonna win that trade. Because he's almost got his Ginsu's finished, and he's already finished his boots. Now you can't fight him anymore. You're basically waiting it out because you didn't obtain a CS lead by forcing him to back early. Which it'll work out in the end. Oh, he's dead. Yep. Okay. I think you guys end up winning this game. Just off the back of the fact that Orianna and Elise are fed as fucking hell. You guys get that tower, you push for 2, you get 2, you leave. So Zane, just in general, for lane phase, the problem that you have... What are you doing? Clear bot. Go get drag. Okay, you push from mid-tower instead. Don't do that trap line. You're not trying to get a full, complete line. You're just trying to get the choke. Like, you're not looking for perfection. You're looking for Orianna to land a shockwave. That's what you're trying to do. You're not... Like, when... Okay. When you're setting up... Is it this tower? Is this the one you were setting up? No. It was the one after that. God, it's such a long fucking time. Clear that. Okay. Here's the one you start setting up. When you do this, you set one trap further back, you set one trap up here, and one trap over here. That way, the only place they have to walk is right here, and you only use 3 traps, which means you'll have one up because you're about to hit level 11. That's a bad trap. This one right here is the bad trap. And this one is just double bad. Oriana Shockwave is from like here to like here. So you only need 2, maybe 3 traps at most to guarantee a perfect Shockwave. And that's what you're trying to do with a Caitlyn Oriana comp. You're not trying to perfectly zone them off to where you can always get the tower and just walk away for free. Your goal is to make it so Oriana can carry your ass because she lands a perfect Shockwave, because the only place they have to walk that isn't trapped is a death hole. That's all you want. And now you don't have a trap for this, which you'd want to trap here and here and here. That way the Shockwave will always go right here and it'll land every time. You also don't want to be sieging this realistically. I'd rather you guys rotate and get Baron Vision. Yeah, the game's basically over at this point. I'm switching games. I think you guys have one more game that you guys sent me. I don't know if it was a good one or not, but this one is the Kogmaw game. Oh lord. I think we win this game too. I think this one's much closer. I'll try to pay attention to other people this game, but I'm mostly only focused on Zane again. Alright, release. Lane. You need to be autoing these. As soon as Sivir starts autoing, you need to be autoing. She shows better. Good job, D. That is cute. Hey, auto. Shove this. Force the early level 2. You're Lulu Kogma. You need this level 2 before she can get Spell Shield. Auto more. More. She's autoing twice as much as you. You've lost the level 2 advantage you're going to get because you're not autoing at all. See, and now you hit 2, but that's not enough. She's about to hit level 2 too, and you're not even pressuring with it. Look how much fucking damage you do, dude. Holy crap. You do all that fucking damage? You did like 400 damage to Sivir right there. Imagine if you had had that like 15 seconds earlier because you were actually autoing people. Holy crap. Now, Lulu, you should be super far forward. You know Sivir didn't take Spell Shield because she fucking Q'd your ass. Go. Keep pushing this. You know Volley's top. Keep pushing this. Hit the casters with your fucking E. Or Q or whatever. Okay, now you're level 3. Go! Auto her. Good job. There we go. Now you're getting it. See? Now you guys are getting it. That's a bad place to walk, Lulu. And you're also focusing Sivir. Focus Braum. What's Braum gonna do about it? Once his shield goes down, you can fuck him. You're like a super gunner, mega damage, like, fucking bullshit champion. Fucking smack him around, dude. Good job, Lulu. This is more like it. This is what you want. Because you can just walk into this bush and everything's fine. Now, Lulu sets up the caster wave. Lulu set up the caster wave. There you go. See, how do you get this so well on Kog'Maw? You're doing exactly what Caitlyn is supposed to be doing. Everything that you didn't do last game is you're doing right here this game. You're actively looking to zone, but you're still focusing on your farm more than anything. The problem is you don't look for level 2 advantage. You never try to rush the level 2 ever when you should be. If you have a decent level 2 like Koglulu, fucking hit him, smack him around. That's super important and you're actively avoiding it. You don't need this ward because you have Scuttle. Pay attention to when Scuttle's up. They just pink that so you know Volley's bot. You don't want to be autoing this anymore. You saw the plant get popped, so you know Volley's near mid lane, and now you can move back up. You want Lulu to be prepping these casters, like pretending she's Morgana and fucking Q. Obviously not Morgana Q, you W instead, but same fucking idea, and you get that. Lulu, don't aim for Sivir, aim for Braum. Aim for Braum. Aim for Braum. Because you don't want Sivir to get mana back. You guys don't want to be taking this. You guys are going to have to burn a lot of shit. That's heal. That's flash. That's another flash. You're out of mana now. You can't take this anymore, Kogmaw. And now the only reason you're actually end up long-term down CS right here is because it goes all the way back to here. You get to lane. You're autoing. You should be still autoing. You should still be autoing. Like don't bother with orb walking right now. Just auto. You don't want her to get the level 2. You do not want her to have the level 2. See, and because you delay it so long, you don't end up getting all this free damage where you probably could have forced a heal and a flash. Because they were not ready for the amount of damage that you guys pumped out. Like, you guys pump out so much damage, and you need to take advantage of the fact that you guys put out an obscene amount of damage as a lane. Especially at level 2, when Sivir is only level 1. Sivir's whole thing is, she lands her Q, she gets her W procs, and she's able to just free hit you with the Braum. Like, that's what they're going for. They're trying to just make it out of lane with a spell shield, negate some of the damage, or block a polymorph or something. See, just like that. And see, now you're zoning with the purpose of looking for CS, but the purpose of trying to get Sivir out of this lane. And you're able to do that. Like, you're able to get her out of this lane, but you need to, like, be autoing her. See, now, right here, you guys are putting out so much damage. Who cares if she gets a few W bounces? Just auto the tower. Pay attention to when Derek gets Scuttle. Gosh, I'm getting tired. I'm gonna need to play some League of Legends later. This is making me mad. This makes me want to play AD carry. I love you, bud. Like, if you could do this on Caitlyn, then you'd be infinitely better off. You guys just need to completely run away. Like, it's good you did this and it worked out, but you guys had to burn all your summoners, and I really don't like that. So, at this point, that's early lane phase. It's the equivalent of the first mid lane roam, the first jungle gank, etc. Now you guys are dead because you overstayed. You guys should have just backed after you burned both of Kogmaw's summoners. It's okay, Zane. It's only your only escape. It's not like he needed that. Wait. Alright, so now you come back to lane. Walk your little Pugmaw butt. There we go. Okay, so now you've been auto-attacking, like you're committing to shoving this wave. If you're going to commit to shoving this wave, E it. Yeah, there you go, there you go. Now you get it. You're like, oh man, I'm resetting this wave. Alright, my wave reset. Now I'm going to attack them. I'm going to walk over here or over here. Just somewhere where Braum is not. And then when he walks up, I'm going to auto the fuck out of them. Once again, you're not very patient CSing under tower. You like to spam your abilities under tower. You need to be more patient. Imagine if Sivir W procced Braum passive. That'd be ridiculous. It'd be so good though. Alright. See, now you guys are getting shoved out because she has better wave clear than you. See, you would have been able to shove her out if you had put that effort early into getting that level 2. Because you would have burned a summoner for sure, and she wouldn't have had it for the team fight later, which means they wouldn't have gotten away when they were supposed to. And you guys would have turned that bot lane fight and actually gotten 3 kills instead of just 1. Like, a lot of it just boils down to you don't try to push your level advantages. You get like 1,000 gold worth of stats every time you level up, between like armor, attack speed, attack damage, etc., and all that other shit, health, mana. Like it's a lot of gold worth of stats. So you want to be using that to kind of muscle them around. The fact that Sivir's that far forward, you know they're gotta be around. And didn't you see them walk past the scuttle? Pretty sure you saw them walk past the scuttle. And Camille's right around the corner. So if this becomes a 3-on-3, you guys win this. Because Camille's level 7. And you also get to... There's Camille. And they're fighting volley. Just attack Sivir. Attack Sivir. Poly Sivir. Poly Sivir. Or not. Now Lulu's dead. Victor gets walled off. Derek, this should not have worked. Fuck you, dude. That's total bullcrap. Fuck you. Like, actually, like, stop. Don't go after Sivir here. She has spell shield. You forgot she had spell shield. There's the Shen ulti. You can hard show this now, Kevin. And you recognize that and you immediately begin hard shoving. You should just W this. You should have W'd the caster back here so that way it would have cleared the wave when you queued that right there. You end up getting pushed back. Whack it. Whack it. Alright, now queue it. There you go. Now keep shoving this. Shen's still backing. You can shove this. Get the first tower. And then we don't want to swap. You can get this. Keep pushing. W it. W it. W it. That was your first mistake. If you had used your W to animation reset, you would have absolutely gotten that. It had 68 health. Because you could have gotten 2 W autos off on that tower, and you would have guaranteed this tower. You would have died for it still. Actually, probably not. You probably would have been able to turn it on Shen. Because you already had Cleaver at that point. Or did you? No, you did not. You almost had Cleaver. Let's try our new citrus drink while we watch Kogmaw, who now has Ginsu's and his power spiking. That's good. It's like a orangey tangerine with a mild mango. Delicious. I like tangerines. Alright. You guys are trying to prep the dive? And then you change your mind. You're trying to catch Camille. Or Camille's trying to catch Talia, I bet. Same thing. That works out okay. It doesn't because Volley's gonna kill your ass. But the idea was good. And now they're dead down here because they try to take on Sivir Braum. Like, you're strong, but you're still Kogmaw. And Sivir with BF beats Kogmaw with one full item. Like, almost every time. Especially if she's a Braum, who's a very lane dominant support. You finally got first tower when you should have had it a couple minutes ago, but it's fine. It's fine. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Now, you guys should have been trying to play around topside this game. You should have completely ignored Kog'Maw and Lulu. Like, absolutely zero idea to do anything down here, and just dump all your resources in getting Alawi fed as fucking hell. And Victor, too. I would have camped the shit out of mid lane, and then try to get top lane vision, like inside their topside jungle, so we can keep track of when Volley comes to gank the Alawi, because, I mean, he's going to. It's an Alawi, and she's red side. Which means she's not like super safe. She's trying to draw that pressure by being picked on red side. Every time you pick a Alawi on red side, you're saying, please gank me. I want to fuck you. You make it really obvious that that's what you're trying to do. Look at my big burly muscles. Raw. Alawi. Alawi. Has waifus in them hills. Okay. Alright, you guys are getting this bot lane tower. This is fine. Rotate to dragon. You have an Alawi there, rotate to dragon. You don't know this. You don't know that Shen's going top. But once you get this blast cone, yeah, there you go. Take it. It's free. You guys win this. Victor's on his way. You didn't need to tank that. You could have just let her do the dragon. He's not gonna miss smite. We ended up doing it on Monday, but I mean, it's not a big deal. We're gonna ignore that part. Rotate for Herald. You guys can take that fight because you can zone the other three. You want to try to put Alawi right here, because they don't want to be going up against this Alawi. This is a bad job. This is a terrible fight. It's gonna end up working for the most part, because Alawi is good and Derek is a monster. Here, let's go to ZaneCam. And Zane, you remember the VOD review from last night, where you did literally 6 auto attacks in a team fight and put out a total of 950 damage. Okay. So now, slowing down, you're autoing, ulting, autoing, autoing. You already beat your record. Autoing, ulting, autoing. You force a flash out of Sivir. You can 1v1 this Shen, especially with Lulu and Victor there. Unless he taunts all 3 of you? What the fuck? Good job. Victor Senpai. I'm like an idiot. See, you actually auto-attacked that fight, and look, you guys won with a clean 5 or 4 for 1. For 1. Only 1 of you died. Look how fucking good that was. All you had to do was actually be auto-attacking. Crazy. It's almost like if you pretend you're Kog'Maw and Caitlyn, you'll be like 10 times better than you are right now. Alright, now go do your thing, Zane. I don't care anymore. But that sums up the lane phase and the beginning team fights. I just wanted to point out that fight for the most part. Overall, I would just say the things you got to work on. Playing Caitlyn like she's actually Caitlyn. The other thing would be playing Kog'Maw a little bit more aggressively early when you have a Lulu. Especially when you have a Lulu like that and you're up against a low range lane and you have your W. After first back, if her first back is a BF sword, then you lose the lane. You're not going to beat her anymore. Uh, but you are able to get help, and if you guys are able to 3 or 4 man it, you're fine. The goal of that team comp was not to camp the shit out of you and get you fed. The goal was to get Alawi and Victor fed. You were the, like, as an AD carry, you're always the insurance plan. You're always the accidental, like, oh well, we hit late game. Hope you're good. So try to play around that a little bit more. You're a little bit you're too cautious on Caitlyn, and you're the proper amount of aggressive on Kogmaw. The problem is you don't understand your level advantage. Try to get your level advantage and try to force the other guy out of lane. Especially if they're autoing twice as much as you, and you have a better level too. So, yeah, if you have any questions, DM me or anything. I'm going to put this up on YouTube. I'm going to send it to you. Yeah, that's it.